What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Claw&Fossil, your favorite scientifically dangerous, emotionally unstable internet sanctuary. And today I'm going to do something I've been threatening to do for months. We are going to talk about beluga whales. No, we are going to spiritually ascend through the power of the beluga whales. I am not freaking playing no more. These creatures are like white aquatic serotonin orbs, and I am genuinely convinced this is the most overpowered species on Earth, and nobody is talking about it loud enough. So listen. Belugas are actually just sentient marshmallows at this point because belugas look like if God rage quit halfway through designing a whale and just said, nah, let's just make a squeaky dumpling with Bluetooth neural networking capabilities. These things are so round they don't even swim. They just glide like wet mochi. But here's the insane part. They are not just cute. They shapeshift their own head, like actually morph it. Their foreheads are made of a gel-like fat deposit called melon, which they use for echolocation, aka sonic mind projection. They basically have a built-in biological sonar cannon, and it can literally vibrate thoughts into existence underwater. That's not whale. That's literally a psychic orb. Also, like they can communicate like they're in an MMO lobby. Belugas make over 50 unique vocalizations, including sounds that researchers literally labeled laser beams, screaming children, and demonic saxophone. They are called sea canaries for how much they talk. Imagine an underwater Discord voice call with no moderator. That's literally what Arctic scientists live with. And let's talk about something else. Belugas can imitate human voices. Yes, human. A beluga whale in San Diego was caught mimicking a diver's voice, telling him to get out. It didn't sound like a whale. It sounded like a slightly muffled adult man. The diver literally left. A beluga scared a professional human out of the ocean using a disguised voice. They have the social intelligence that is actually like terrifyingly human. If you ever catch belugas interact, they don't act like animals. They act like bored, rich, white suburban kids with psychic powers. Like, bro, they prank each other. They pretend to drown each other for fun. One rescued scuba diver even said a beluga grabbed his leg and dragged him, then gently helped his panicking body to the surface, like, bro, relax. Team lift, we're good, bro. And then the spiritual horror of how aware they actually are is insane. There's a theory called liminal compassion recognition. Animals that recognize human vulnerability and make conscious decisions accordingly. We've confirmed it in elephants, great apes, some crows, and even belugas. There are multiple recorded incidents of belugas saving injured divers. Oh my goodness. Anyways, and they don't do it by accident. By actively reading their distress and making a plan. But that's not instinct. That is moral cognition. And let's just talk about something here. I am deeply uncomfortable with how much they actually understand. There was an interview with a scientist, and she said belugas will make eye contact with you differently depending on how you're, like, if you're calm or if you're lying. Like, they see intention. You cannot halfway emotionally exist around a beluga. It will look into your soul and clock your tax fraud, childhood trauma, and if you're spiritually fatigued. How are these things even real? That's my question. How are they not running the ocean? Well, guess what? They have flexible necks. Unlike most whales, they can literally turn and look at you directly. They swim backwards, like a car reversing. Who told them they could do that? They do recreational screaming. I repeat, not alarmed, just screaming because they can. They can use tools. There is recorded footage of one using a piece of metal to scratch itself like a spa tool. So why am I actually obsessed? Because everything about belugas feels like they're this close to doing taxes and applying for citizenship. Like humanity really thought dolphins were the smartest, but belugas are just sitting there in the Arctic like, "Oh, that's cute." I swear, if we ever decode beluga language, and we are going to unlock the DLC they did not want us to access. This has been Claw&Fossil. I could talk about belugas for 3 hours and barely scratch the iceberg, literally in their case. If you want more animal deep dives, say the word. I am completely unhinged and spiritually ready. Belugas are everything. Belugas are eternal. Belugas are the superior life form. I need to go lie down, bro.